Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
That's your strategy?
Hello everybody, I am wiggleburrito and I am back with another video. This week I'm going to be going over 5 appearances we needed in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now before I get into the list of 5, there are a couple honorable mentions that aren't as needed as much of these 5. Like, not everyone wants them, but there's still a good amount of people that would love to have these appearances in the game, if they were still updating it. And just one more thing before we start, I know, obviously I don't play on PC, and I know there's probably a mod for every single thing I'm about to list on PC, but since me and most of you guys who are watching don't play on PC, we don't have that option to have mods instead of the real characters. So with that out of the way, I think it's time to head into our honorable mentions, and we have 4. The first honorable mention is Episode 2 Anakin and Episode 2 Obi-Wan. And obviously I'm not a game designer or a modder or anything, but I honestly don't think it'd be that hard to make these. I mean, you don't even have to change the voice lines. If you tried another version of them, but you don't have to change the voice lines at all. You just have to change Anakin's hair, make it shorter, and Obi-Wan's beard and hair. It's really not that hard. Now the next honorable mention is the Battle Damage Vader and Battle Damage Phasma. Now for the one like Battle Damage Vader, as you see from that picture, it's already a mod. That was a picture from the actual mod, so you wouldn't even have to make anything. You just put the mod in the game. It's a really good mod. And I'm sure there's a great mod for Battle Damage Phasma out there too. But now that the honorable mentions are out of the way, let's get in right to number 1. Now number 1 would be one of my favorite characters to play in this game, Bossk. And I know Bossk only has 1 appearance in this game, so it would be only right for him to have more than 1. And I think the most one that people can think of is Prison Bossk, what he looks like in a couple episodes of the Clone Wars TV show. Now I just think it would be really cool to have like just a orange jumpsuit on with maybe like a prison number on his back. I think that'd be awesome. And Bossk is just one of those characters in Star Wars where he could have other appearances, they just don't choose to add them. There's some characters that only look like one thing in the entire movies or entire show or whatever they're in. So that leads us right into our number 2. Now, number 2 was what I was really hoping Old Master Maul would look like. And I guess I don't really have a problem with Old Master Maul. I mean, they did kind of give us t-shirt, biker gloves, turtleneck Maul, but, I mean, I guess it looks fine. But what I really hoped, and I'm sure a lot of you others hoped it would look like, is this. I mean, what's to argue against that? There's already mods of it, so really they wouldn't even have to make it. But if they did want to make it, it's canon. It's in the TV show, so that's canon. You wouldn't have to record new voice lines. It's the same character. You could just take the footstep sounds from General Grievous. And I would be way happier if Old Master Maul looked like this rather than what it looks like actually, because I'm honestly back to the default appearance for Maul now. Old Master was cool right when you got it, but I don't even really like it. So that'll bring us to number 3. And number 3 is a very well-wanted appearance. It's actually for Chewbacca. He already has 3, I know, but one of them's wounded. I mean, come on. It has like 1 bandage on his arm. That's not really an appearance. And the appearance I'm talking about is C-3PO Chewbacca from Episode 5. And again, there's already a great mod for this. If you have PC, I recommend downloading it if you play Chewbacca a lot. And this mod would just be so awesome if it was actually an appearance. I mean, C-3PO just kind of with the occasional voice line while Chewbacca's just shooting everyone would be super funny. And like all the other ones I've said so far, they could just take the mod and then update it a little, though. The mod makes C-3PO kind of stiff. They could just add him, like, shaking around a little bit because he is in pieces, but that's really just a minor thing. So staying on the light side, we have X-Wing Luke at number 4. So Luke already has 4 appearances, but I'm sure a 5th one wouldn't hurt, considering it's X-Wing Luke, a also highly wanted appearance from Battlefront. And I think I'm going to say this all day. There is actually a mod for this, and there's just an X-Wing pilot mod, so they could just take the clothes of him, stick Luke's head on it, give him a blue lightsaber, and call it a day. And yeah, it's obvious that dark side gets a lot less notice than light side when it comes to appearances that they add, but I'm sure this one would be highly liked and well-rounded by the community. So topping off the list at number 5 is an 8th appearance for Han Solo. No, it's actually not. It's another appearance for Obi-Wan Old Ben from Episode 4. And I will admit, this one would probably be the hardest to make, because really the only thing you'd keep from the original Obi-Wan character in Battlefront is the blue lightsaber. You'd have to redesign a whole head that's new and with grayer hair and a different face. And really the most important thing, the voice actor. I mean, I would be genuinely impressed if James Arnold Taylor, the guy who does the voice for Obi-Wan in the animated show and Battlefront, could do an old Ben voice too. But I mean, luckily he doesn't have that hard of a voice to try to do. I mean, I've heard people do a very good impression of him before. And it wouldn't seem weird for a guy who's obviously older than the normal Obi-Wan, because he is just older Obi-Wan, to be running around with the very athletic abilities, kind of like Luke's and Yoda's obviously, but Obi-Wan doesn't really have the most athletic abilities, so I don't think it would look that weird. So with that, I think it's going to wrap the video up, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Comment down below if you can think of an appearance I didn't get to on this list. I am wiggleburrito, and I will see you guys in the next one.